Hello student, good morning. Already I am going to discuss magnetism and electron. Any material is magnetic because of the motion of electrons within it. It means here revolving electron we have like a current loop, so that it produces a magnetic moment, hence magnetic field. There are the two motions of electron. First, orbital motion and second, spin motion. Each of these motions involving a magnetic dipole moment that produces a magnetic field surrounding space. First, magnetic moment due to orbital motion of electron. Magnetic moment due to orbital motion, m orbital equal to I equal to E by T, where T is the time taken to complete the revolution, into A means pi r square, area of orbit. Therefore, E upon 2 pi r V into pi r square, where T equal to 2 pi r V, 2 pi r upon V, circumference upon speed. M orbital equal to half EVR. The direction of this dipole moment downward by right hand rule as shown in figure, and angular momentum vector L equal to m vector r cross vector V, as r is perpendicular to vector V. Therefore, L orbital in magnitude mv r sin 90, L orbital in magnitude mv r. From equation 1 and 2, the m orbital equal to minus E by 2m L orbital. Magnetic moment due to spin of electron. An electron has an angular momentum due to its spin motion is called spin angular momentum vector S. M vector M spin equal to minus E by M vector S. The resultant magnetic dipole moment is vector sum of these dipole moments. Thus, vector M equal to vector M orbital plus vector M spin. Vector M equal to minus E by 2m vector L orbital plus minus E by m vector S. Taking common minus E by 2m, vector M equal to vector orbital plus vector 2 vector S. If the resultant magnetic dipole moment produced a magnetic field, then material is a magnetic material. Now come on, next heading, Curie temperature. We know that at temperature decreases with rise in for ferromagnetic material. Ferromagnetism decreases with rise in temperature. The temperature above which ferromagnetic substance become paramagnetic is called the Curie temperature of the substance. The Curie temperature of iron 770 degrees C and that of nickel 358 degrees C. For diamagnetic material, Chi-M means magnetic susceptibility negative and does not depends on the absolute temperature, means it remain constant with the time. Therefore, you can say Xm with the negative value here, we get this graph straight line, when there is no change in susceptibility of diamagnetic substance with the absolute temperature capital T pose. For diamagnetic substance, chi m means susceptibility that inversely proportional to the absolute temperature. Chi m equal to C upon capital T. This is shown in figure. Variation of magnetic susceptibility for paramagnetic substance. For ferromagnetic substance, chi m is equal to T upon C upon T minus Tc. This is a Curie-Weiss law. This is a first region in figure, ferromagnetic, and second region known as diamagnetic. Why? Because at the T equal to Tc, ferromagnetic substance become paramagnetic substance, means at a particular temperature, when absolute temperature T become to the critical temperature Tc, then paramagnetic ferromagnetic substance become paramagnetic substance. Curie law. The magnetization means magnetic moment per unit volume capital M of paramagnetic substance directly proportional to the magnetic intensity H of magnetizing field and inversely proportional to the absolute temperature T. Therefore, M equal to C into H by capital T. This is known as Curie law and C is called the Curie constant. M by H ratio of the magnetization of paramagnetic substance to the intensity of magnetizing field is equal to C by T, and this ratio is known as chi m, means magnetic susceptibility of paramagnetic substance, which is inversely proportional absolute temperature. Now come on, comparative study of magnetic property of material. In the chart comparative study of magnetic properties of material as given in the page: diamagnetic substance, paramagnetic substance and ferromagnetic substance. Come in diamagnetic substance found in solid, liquid and gases, paramagnetic substance found in solid, liquid and gases, ferromagnetic substance found normally in solids. Example of diamagnetic substance: Ag, Au, Br, Cu, H2O, NaCl, Sb. And example of paramagnetic substance: aluminium, copper chloride, sodium, O2 means oxygen, Mn, platinum. Example of ferromagnetic substance: cobalt, Fe, nickel, Cd, Fe3O4. Universal property follow diamagnetic substance. Paramagnetic substance do not follow universal property, and also ferromagnetic substance do not follow universal property. When placed diamagnetic substance, when placed in strong magnetic field, magnetized weakly in the direction opposite to the external magnetic field, and when paramagnetic substance placed in strong magnetic field, magnetized weakly in the direction of external magnetic field, therefore V equal to V naught plus Vm. When ferromagnetic substance placed in weak magnetic field, magnetized strongly in the direction of the external applied magnetic field. and as shown in figure here, variation. Now susceptibility of diamagnetic substance Im is less than 1. Susceptibility of the paramagnetic substance approximate equal to 1, little more than 1. You can say susceptibility of the ferromagnetic substance is greater for the ferromagnetic substance. Relative permeability for diamagnetic substance always less than 1, paramagnetic substance always greater than 1, and ferromagnetic substance much more than 1. And susceptibility of diamagnetic substance does not depend on the temperature. Paramagnetic substance inversely proportional to absolute temperature, and ferromagnetic substance susceptibility also decreases with a rise in temperature.